Hi everyone, it's Sherry and we're going to talk about week 5, which revolves around teacher best practices. Here are learning outcomes. Understanding lesson planning strategies and protocols, choosing the best research-based strategies, understanding how planning for differentiation is rooted in the context of learning of the lesson plan. Let me kind of elaborate on that a little bit more. As one of the people that has helped author Ohio's REU or Resident Educator Assessment, I will explain that when differentiation is discussed within a lesson plan, it's always based or rooted upon the context of learning portion. For example, let's say that in my context for learning, that I say I have a student who has difficulty hearing. So one of my differentiation pieces would be that I will have the student who has difficulty hearing position so they're close to me or whatever audio that they need to hear. So just make sure that you don't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," but what you're doing is for the whole class. You have to very specifically note what is happening based upon the students who have that need that's rooted in your context for learning. Okay, and then there's also a section on understanding student motivation. So there's our learning outcomes for week 5. Our week 5 assignments. You're to read Chapter 5, Lesson Planning Strategies and Protocol, pages 99 to 148. You're going to explore the research-based strategy links on week 5. And for your homework assignment 5.1 is you're going to be researching at least 2 resources regarding differentiation of instruction. And you're going to answer these questions using those 2 resources and of course linking APA. Why is it important to differentiate instruction? And how does this link to the context for learning? What ways can teachers use it? And you're going to be using the reading response for this. It will be due Saturday, so look at that reading response rubric. For homework 5.2, you're going to be watching the video on the importance of student motivation, and you're going to find another source to answer the following questions on the forum. How important is student motivation? Give an example and share how it can improve student knowledge. The forum, as always, the initial post is due on Wednesday and the responses on Saturday. So here is the student motivation video that I just mentioned. And I always have, as I have said in every video, I will have anything that you're doing that has a rubric on it on each week. So even though the reading response rubric would be the same as what you used another time, it's still there, as is the discussion forum rubric. And the lesson plan template rubric, an example. So here is the teacher research strategies. And so you'll notice that there are a couple of videos on there for you to watch. A lot more than a couple, a few very good videos that will help you in your lesson planning and teaching. Okay, let's go ahead and move down to the assignments section. This is a reading response one, the one we just talked about. I'm not going to go ahead and read that over to you again, but it's the one we just talked about. And 5.2 as the student motivation one that we just talked about, and I just showed you where the link was to that video. So that wraps up week 5. As always, if you have questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. And I hope all of you have a wonderful week.